Hi, this is Jennifer. I'm going to be doing a very brief review of the Prevue Hendryx Feisty Ferret cage, and this is using it for foster kittens. It's a 2-level cage. There's a mesh opening in between that you can close. The door is removable. This is the door. No, I don't usually store the cage this close to the stove. This was just the only place where I could back up far enough for you to see the whole cage. For a large litter like this, 4 kittens, and they are 8 weeks old, 1 level of this cage is just not enough space to have a litter box and have it not be disgusting, so I'm using the whole cage. However, this is not safe to use like this for smaller kittens because of the way the shelves and ramps work. As you can see, this is a pretty narrow shelf. However, it's not narrow enough to use 2 shelves. What that means is that where the ramp comes down, there is this span where a kitten could easily fall off the ramp and fall all the way through. So that's not ideal for little kittens, obviously. These guys would do that anyways, so I'm not too worried about them. However, you could still use this cage for foster kittens. I think the only way you could safely use it is if you're using it for litters of just a couple kittens. That way it would still stay pretty clean. Also, what I would do, I would close the hole in between, put a fleece liner over the wire mesh, and that would let you have a nice size, kind of a crate-sized cage for kittens, and you could do 1 litter on the top, 1 litter on the bottom, and that would work out all right. However, this is not a Critter Nation, Ferret Nation replacement. It definitely isn't. Because of this fixed wall, you also can't use a custom pan in it, which is really too bad, because that's what I love about my Critter Nation, is that I have a couple custom pans that fit right in and keep all the litter nicely contained. This only has the slider pan at the bottom, which obviously, if you've ever been around kittens, you know they fling litter, and so that's not overly helpful. Now these kittens are having a blast in this cage. They really like this a lot more than their crate. So I do recommend it, but with the knowledge that you can only really use it when they're 8 weeks old, and then they're very quickly going to outgrow that opening. So you only have a very brief window where you can use the entire cage like you would for a ferret. So yes, if you have the money, I would still go with a Critter Nation or Ferret Nation instead. If you typically foster a couple litters of 2 or so kittens, you could still use this, just close that opening and use it as 2 separate cages.